You are watching a master at work.
We're going to be talking about one of the fastest, easiest, and best ways to farm unlimited amounts of XP on Starfield. For all GTA 5 glitches, check out my website, realmoneymitch.com. Consider subscribing to help the channel grow. Drop a big fat like on the video and let me know you did in the comments below. Let's get right on into it. Thanks to Kibbles Gaming for the inspiration of this video. Let's begin. Make your way to the Alpha Centauri solar system and onto the planet Jemison. Once you've spawned on the planet, in the same area in which your ship is located, you're going to make your way to the Jemison Mercantile Store. Once here, interact with the lady and you're going to purchase the items that I have listed on the left hand side of the screen. Some of the items might not be available, but no worries, we're going to wait 24 hours to come back and she's going to have a replenished inventory. After you purchased all the items, you're going to make your way to the nearest location in which you can sit. You're going to choose the option to sit and then choose the option to wait for 24 hours. Get up from your seat, go back to the lady and purchase all those same items all over again. We're going to run this back about 3 to 4 times. From this location, you can open up your inventory, go into your ship's inventory, go into the cargo option, and you can transfer all these resources over into the cargo of your ship. Now at this point, we need to travel to another location. Go to your star map and you're going to locate the solar system called Narion. Once you're on this screen, you're going to highlight the moon of this planet right here, and it's going to be called Androphon. You'll select it and then jump to that location. Once you're here, you can open up your menu, go back into your star map, and you're now going to be looking at the planet itself. From there, you're going to tap LB to scan, or whatever button it's telling you to use to scan. That's going to give you a geographical map of what substances can be found where, and we're going to be looking for iron and aluminum, and you're going to try to locate a place that's kind of in between both, and you're going to set that as a spawn point and then go to that location. Once you've selected a spawn point, you're going to see on the right hand side of the screen that it's going to tell you whether it's in craters or in the mountains, and you want to go to a position to where it's just now changing from mountains to craters, or vice versa. You can zoom in as far as you can to make this a little bit easier, and then just keep moving the spawn little by little until you get it right on the verge of mountains and craters. Once you have your spawn point set, go ahead and hold X to travel there. Once you're on a planet, you're going to take a quick look around and see if you can see the actual divide between the two different types of area. As you can see here, the ground beneath me is a reddish color, and out in the distance you can see the divide where it's turning into the mountains. From here, go straight on over to the mountainous area where the ground is a little bit more of a grayer color. Once you're here, you're going to tap the LB button to open up your scanner. From here, you're going to tap X to select outpost, and that's going to put an outpost out in front of us. We're getting ready to set its location, but we're going to keep an eye in the upper left hand corner of the screen to see what resources are nearby. We're going to walk around and move the outpost around like this for a little bit until we find iron and aluminum in the same location. Now this may take you a couple of minutes to actually find, but you'll find it. And when you do, you're going to tap A to set that outpost down at that location. Now that we've got our outpost set, we're going to press the button to toggle the view. That's going to give us an overhead view of the area. From here, you're going to tap B to go into build mode. You should be on extractors by default, and you're going to be able to set your aluminum extractor. You're going to look around on the ground until you find the patch of aluminum, which is going to be indicated by the yellow. At this point, you're going to place as many extractors as you can in this location. Now these extractors do have to be a couple feet apart from each other, so you want to make sure that you spread them out nice and evenly. And the more that you're able to put down, the better. Now that you've got your aluminum extractors in place, let's switch on over to the iron extractor. And again, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to look for the iron, look for the red in the ground. Once you find it, you're going to hover over that iron and then place as many extractors as you possibly can over top of this area that's indicated that it has iron. Now that we've set them, we need to give them power. You're going to tap RB, and that's going to take you over to the power selection. You're then going to select the solar arrays. Now you can look in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and it's going to tell you exactly how much power that you need. It's going to say needed power and 35, and then to the right of that you're going to see total power. So you're going to place as many solar arrays as you need to until your total power has exceeded your needed power. Now that we've got sufficient power, you're going to tap RB until you reach crafting. Then you're going to select the industrial workbench, and you're going to place it down anywhere inside of this area. And I'm going to place mine between the iron and aluminum extractors, so pretty much right in the middle. After you place the workbench, you're going to hold B to back out of the build menu. You're going to walk up to the workbench and then interact with it. From here, we're going to craft a bunch of adaptive frames, but you want to make sure that you don't use all your aluminum and iron because we need to save some in order to build storage boxes. So just keep an eye on the upper right hand corner and make sure that you don't use all of your inventory. Now that we have our adaptive frames, we're going to use them to make storage bins. Tap LB to open up the scanner. You're then going to tap X to go into build mode, and then from here you're going to go over to storage, and you're going to select storage for solid. You can toggle the view to go to overhead mode, and that's going to make this a little bit easier to actually control and place them down on the ground. We're going to put down a few storage bins to house our iron, and then we're going to put down a few other storage bins in a separate location to house our aluminum. It's important that you keep these separated. You don't want to mix them up. So build a little wall of solid storage and then build another little wall of solid storage. At this point we need to connect our extractors to our storage bins. You can do this by highlighting one of the objects and pressing RT to create an output link. After you've done that, you're going to drag the red line over toward one of the storage boxes and tap RT again. Now from here you're going to do the same thing with each extractor. You're going to put an output link from each extractor to that single storage box. After you've done that, you're going to go to that storage box and put a link between it and the storage box that's right beside it. By doing that, all the aluminum that's extracted will not only go into the one storage box, but it will fill the other one as well. Now we're going to go to the iron extractors and do the same thing. We're going to connect them all to that separate storage box. And then after connecting each extractor to the one storage box, we're then going to connect that storage box to the second storage box that's setting right up against it. Again, it's very important that you keep the iron and the aluminum storage boxes separated. You don't want to accidentally connect the two. And now that we've done this, we've got one more component that we need to drop down. Go to Build, go to Furniture, select the bench, and you're going to set it right next to the workbench. After you've done this, you can back completely out of the build mode, walk up to the bench, sit down, and choose the option to wait. You're then going to cycle it over for 24 solid hours. After you've waited 24 hours, get up off the bench, go over to the storage box, and you'll now see that they are full. The two storage boxes are full of iron, and the other two are full of aluminum. We're going to withdraw those into our inventory. From here, you're going to take that iron and aluminum, walk back up to the workbench, interact with it, and create more adaptive frames. You're going to notice that you're gaining massive amounts of XP from creating these adaptive frames, and this is where the XP is coming in. So you're going to create as many adaptive frames as you possibly can, but you're going to save some inventory of aluminum and iron so you can build more storage boxes. Because when we do that, we're then upscaling this process over and over again, and you can take it to an astronomical level. You just want to make sure that every time you add a storage box, you connect it into the line of storage boxes that's connected already. Because if you forget to do so, after waiting 24 hours, those new storage boxes are not going to be filling up with anything. They have to be connected. And you're just going to repeat that process over and over again. We're now creating the aluminum and iron that we need to create adaptive frames. Not only that, we earn 1 XP per adaptive frame that we create. So we're just going to sit there and create 99 frames, create 99 frames, 99 frames, 99 frames over and over and over again unlimitedly, and just keep scaling up as you go. And lastly, the more you grow your operation, the more power you're going to need to operate it. So you may have to put in more solar power. Now this entire process may seem a little overwhelming and intimidating, but I promise you, as long as you follow along with the guide, it's not gonna be. Now there is a way to navigate through the menus and rapidly create these adaptive frames, that way you get the XP as quickly as possible. There's one way it can be done on PC and another way it can be done on console, and I'll make a video talking specifically about this. So definitely stay tuned for that in the near future. As always, I appreciate you all for watching and following along. Consider subscribing if you'd like to help my channel grow. Drop a big fat like on the video and let me know you did in the comments below. It's your boy J Stone, and I'm gone.